The sun was setting over the horizon as the group of friends wandered through the abandoned theme park. The once vibrant and bustling place was now dark and eerie, with overgrown plants and rusted rides. The group had always been fascinated by this place, but never had the courage to explore it until now. Leading the group was Sarah, a fearless and adventurous girl with long blonde hair and bright blue eyes. She had convinced her friends, Alex, Emily, and Jack, to join her in this daring adventure. As they made their way through the entrance, they were greeted by a faded sign that read Adventureland. "Wow, look at this place," exclaimed Alex, a tall and muscular guy with a mischievous grin. "It's like stepping into a time capsule." The group walked further into the park, taking in the sights and sounds of this forgotten place. The roller coasters, once the main attraction, now stood still and silent, covered in vines and rust. The arcade machines, with their flashy lights and loud music, were now nothing but dusty relics. Emily, a petite girl with curly brown hair, ran her hand along the faded logos of the stalls. "I wonder what kind of games they used to have here," she mused. "I bet they had all the classics," said Jack, a lanky boy with glasses and a love for all things vintage. Pac-Man, Space Invaders, maybe even some pinball machines. As they explored further, they came across a large castle, its walls crumbling and its towers reaching towards the sky. Sarah's eyes lit up as she saw the familiar structure. "This is the castle from the fairy tale ride," she exclaimed, remembering her childhood visits to the park. "We have to go inside." The group cautiously made their way through the castle, the darkness only illuminated by the occasional ray of sunlight streaming through the cracks in the walls. They could hear the creaking of the floorboards beneath their feet and the sound of their own breathing, making the experience even more eerie. "Remember when we used to be scared of this place?" laughed Alex, breaking the tension. "Yeah, we were such scaredy cats," replied Emily, playfully punching him on the arm. As they emerged from the castle, they found themselves in the center of the park, surrounded by the remains of what used to be the main stage. The group sat down on the grass, taking a break from their exploration. "It's crazy to think that this place used to be filled with people," said Sarah, gazing at the empty seats. "All the laughter and screams, the excitement and joy." "Yeah, it's like a ghost town now," added Jack, looking around at the deserted park. "It's a shame that it had to close down," sighed Emily. "I'm sure it brought a lot of happiness to people." The group sat in silence for a moment, each lost in their own thoughts. But then, Alex's mischievous grin returned as he stood up and declared, "Well, since we have this whole place to ourselves, why don't we make the most of it?" The group spent the rest of the evening riding the empty roller coasters, playing games on the arcade machines, and exploring every nook and cranny of the park. They even found a stash of fireworks and had a mini fireworks show, just like the old days. As the night fell, the group gathered in front of the main stage, watching the stars twinkle above them. They talked and laughed, reminiscing about their childhood visits to this park and making new memories. As they made their way out of the park, the group couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness and nostalgia. Even though it was abandoned and forgotten, Adventureland had brought them closer together and reminded them of the carefree days of their youth. As they said their goodbyes and went their separate ways, Sarah turned around for one last look at the park. She smiled, knowing that no matter how much time passed, this place would always hold a special place in their hearts. Yay, the end. Oh right, yeah, I have to do this stuff now. Like, comment and subscribe. And please watch my other videos and comment ideas on stories.